Tuesday, April 2nd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. What a gorgeous day yesterday. Look at these high temperatures around the region for our first day of April. It was 71 degrees for a high in Greensboro, Raleigh, and Elizabeth City. It was 74 in Charlotte, 75 in Fayetteville, 78 in Columbia, 70s along the coast too. Just a really, really nice day. But now we have some cooler temperatures moving on in. Here are your 5 a.m. temperatures Tuesday morning, down to 40 in Greensboro, a lot of upper 30s, and even some low 30s up close to the Virginia border. Still 47 in Charlotte, 45 in Fayetteville, 47 in Columbia, but all these temperatures are a good bit cooler than where we were at this point yesterday. Temperatures 10, 15 degrees cooler in many spots than where we were during the 5 o'clock hour on Monday morning. The radar very quiet, and it will stay that way as we go through the day. And it's going to be, again, a good bit cooler than what we had yesterday. Now, off to the west of us, you have some showers and a few thunderstorms, too, in parts of Oklahoma, up into Kansas and Arkansas, southwestern Missouri. And this is one very persistent thunderstorm that's really been pretty intense throughout the night there in parts of Texas, and still producing a severe thunderstorm warning at the time I'm cutting this video. So this is the very beginnings of our next storm system. More on that coming up. You can see the big difference in temperature associated with the frontal boundary there in Texas and Oklahoma. It's 66 in Dallas, but 41 in Oklahoma City. That's driving that severe weather threat over that way. Here across our region, again, temperatures are cool, and it will be a good bit cooler today than what we had yesterday. Our high temperatures today, maybe low 60s around Charlotte, upper 50s, maybe some mid 50s around the Triad, and then tomorrow, similar, maybe a degree or two cooler, probably staying shy of 60 or near or shy of 60 around Charlotte, and mid 50s or so around the Triad. In terms of precipitation, nothing today. The clouds will kind of build into the southern parts of North Carolina, parts of South Carolina tonight, but then those will be gone pretty quickly tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like another, again, dry and cool day, and then we gear up for our next storm system. So let's discuss our next storm system. This is the upper air chart off the European this afternoon. There comes that next system back in the Rocky Mountain region as we get out to 84 hours. That is a closed upper air low, again on the European, sitting over Mississippi. That then by the time you get out to 108 hours, which is Saturday morning, it's taking a far south track. And actually the closed portion of the upper air low is off the Georgia and North Florida coast. And so the result on the European is something like this. Here's your 60-hour precipitation chart. So this is Thursday morning. The low pressure beginning to organize down in the Gulf. 24 hours later, there is the low over the Florida Panhandle in South Georgia. Rain spreads in late Thursday night into Friday morning on the European, and then the system pulls out later in the day, Friday. Now, again, let me go back to the 84-hour chart. That's the European model. Let me show you a little bit of a different look on the GFS at 84 hours. Not nearly as intense with the storm system. And so, again, at least at the upper levels, but the surface low looks pretty good on the GFS. Now, this is Thursday evening. The rain spreads in a little sooner still on the GFS than it does the European, so this is Thursday evening. Very chilly rain spreading in late in the day Thursday. And then here's a look Friday morning, low pressure over eastern parts of the Carolinas. And again, I tell you what, if this were a month or so earlier, this would be a big winter storm for parts of northern and western North Carolina. Look at the deformation band here through western and northern parts of North Carolina into Virginia. But it's all in the form of rain on the GFS, or at least mostly in the form of rain. Let me show you one more item here, the Canadian model. This is valid Thursday. As the precipitation moves in, notice those mixed precipitation contours, mainly in the mountains and even a couple foothills areas. And then as the event unfolds, it kicks over to rain, even in most mountain spots, until you get up into the Virginias. So, again, certainly for the Piedmont, this looks like a rain event. I think the foothills it probably is a rain event too. Just a very soaking, chilly rain event Thursday into Friday. And again, I don't know if I stuck yet in here. Let me show you one last chart here, 192 hours. And here we are next week. This is Tuesday evening of next week, and there's your nice ridge here over the southeastern parts of the country. Looks like it's going to be a nice warm period for us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week before at some point later in the week, eventually that next storm system swings on in. But I tell you what, it looks really nice Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wouldn't be shocked if a few areas saw an 80-degree temperature somewhere in there as we get into next week. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and God bless.